I don't think it is wise for any man to test a woman with poverty. People actually do this. People actually go through this testing of testing you if you can manage poverty. God forbid, God forbid. Bro, imagine a guy doing that. That already tells me the kind of mindset he already have. And that's like a very backward mindset, to be very honest. And I would like, it is so backward, it is annoying. I don't want to ever find myself in such a situation. Are you going forward or you're going backward? Look at your mentality. That is, imagine you thinking like that. You've not entered anything serious with this person, and you can already see that there will be struggle ahead. That alone, that mentality alone, that mindset alone, please, nobody should come and test me, because God knows I will not pass that test. I will not pass it. Trust me, poverty doesn't really, reveal someone's character as much as wealth does. If your assumption of a good wife is based on if she can manage for me, and you actually have, I think something is wrong with you upstairs. Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amide Peculiar, and if this is the first time you're seeing me, hello there, you're highly welcome. On this channel we do beauty, hair, makeup and all of that good stuff, and then I share tips on how to be the best version of yourself, how to be the best version that God has called you to be. So basically, self-development tips that would help you be better, help you be the best person that God has called you to be. Okay, and if you think that is what you're interested in this channel, I would really advise you like, comment, subscribe, join the family, okay, so you get updated whenever I come online, whenever I post a video. So in today's video we are going to be discussing something really beautiful, a very juicy topic that I don't know if some guys will not want us to talk about this, but yes, we're going to talk about it regardless. Okay, so in today's video we are going to be discussing the modern dating and a little bit of my controversial opinion. And I think I'm not just the only one who is on this controversy thing. If you are too, okay, I want you to leave a comment for me down in the comment section. So we are going to be diving deep down into why some guys act the way they do. So while speaking about modern dating and the broke test that guys put up for ladies, we are going to be doing my makeup. This makeup you're seeing here, yes, we're going to be doing it. So if that sounds like what you're interested in, stick around, okay, watch till the very end. Okay. Hey guys, good morning. Sorry, I won't be looking at the camera today because we are going to be chatting. Okay, so if you can hear any noise in the background, please, you will hear a lot of noise today in the background. I want you to ignore completely, focus on just what we are seeing here on this light. Jesus. So first off, I'm going to go ahead to just shaping my brow. They've not been shaping for the longest time now. I can't even remember the last time I did this. So I'm just going to just give it a little bit of shape. So first off, I don't think it is wise for any man to test a woman with poverty. Like, why? What's your aim actually? Like, what are you driving to? Why? Of all the things you could use to test a woman, you choose to test her with poverty, with being broke. I don't understand. I went to a relationship program sometime earlier this year, and somebody asked a question that I can't remember how. Oh my god, this is a lot. Oh shit. What's this? How come? And someone asked a question saying she's currently in a relationship with a guy, and the guy keeps, anytime she visits the guy, this guy is well-to-do. Let's start from there. He's well-to-do, he's okay, at least not really okay, let's not put it as well-to-do, but he's okay, financially okay, he could take care of himself, take care of someone else, okay, and just living the good life like that, and managing yourself. So she stated out that fact that anytime she goes to see him, he pretends as though he doesn't have anything. Like, probably he doesn't want her to beg. So it's more like when she comes into the house, it's more like there's no food. And it happened that, I think she normally spend the nights with him. So anytime she goes to his place, it happens that there is no food in the house. She gets to use her money most times, and then the guy, when she asks for money, he would say, oh, can we just manage this 2,000 naira and let's cook. And this is somebody that she clearly understands. She knows his financial status. She knows what he can afford and what he can't afford. So she really asks a question that several times she has observed it, not once. And this is not to say like he's stingy. Like, this is not even saying, oh, he's stingy for... Probably she understands that, okay, he spends on himself. Okay, he spends on himself, friends, family, loved one. Obviously, they're in a relationship, so she should know all of these things. So for her to come up and ask the question of, she knows that this guy has the money, but why try me out with a cup of rice, 2 cups of rice? You go back the light. Why trying to put up some act like you don't have? And she was really confused that she really likes this guy. I'm like, you don't like anything. You don't like anything. Stop it. And she was like, she wants to know if is it okay. And right from where I was sitting, I was like, no, no, that is not okay. That is not okay. I don't want to shout in this video, but I'm like, is something wrong with you? Like, that is not, it's not wise. Like, why will you, of all the tests to play on a lady, on who you love, you're testing them with poverty? Are you going forward or you're going backward? Look at your mentality. That is, imagine you thinking like that. Okay, let me not say you. I believe we don't have guys on this channel that do those things, right? But imagine a guy doing that. That already tells me the kind of mindset he already have. And that's like a very backward mindset, to be very honest. And I would like, it is so backward, it is annoying, it is irritating, and I am disgusted, and I don't want to ever find myself in such a situation. I really want to know what exactly you're testing the girl for. Are you testing her for compatibility? If you people get broke together, what kind of stupid and useless mentality is that? Or are you testing her for endurance? You've not entered anything serious with this person, and you can already see that there will be struggle ahead. That alone, that mentality alone, that mindset alone, God, that mindset alone is not something you want to deal with. And this is to say for my ladies, just look well, if you're in a relationship with somebody that is really testing you, testing you. I'm not saying the test itself is bad, but testing you in that angle to see if you can manage 3,000 naira to cook soup that will last for 2 weeks. My dear, I think you need to have a rethink honestly of your values. Please, nobody should come and test me, because God knows I will not pass that test. I will not pass it. I'm applying this concealer on my smile lines because I usually have harsh lines here. So I just want to, make it look fine. Yep. Okay. The guys, I really want to know what exactly they are testing. Are they testing for compatibility? Are they testing for endurance? Even the word compatibility and endurance, they are not related. They are not aligned. I see there is no similarity between the two. So why will you test somebody? If your assumption of a good wife is based on if she can manage for me, and you actually have, I think something is wrong with you upstairs here. Honestly, something is definitely wrong with you. It doesn't make any sense to me, because in my opinion, if you already have the potentials, why create an artificial life? Or why manifest something? Yes, I'll call it manifestation. Why manifesting artificial life or manifesting suffering? Will you continue to remain the way you are forever? I want to really know. Will you continue to remain the way you are forever? Our parents that were back in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 60s, that they were, cost of living was extremely cheap compared to now. Now that most of them that are still alive, they have found a way to adapt. So if as at then they were looking for a lady that could manage, 2 coins and make family meal, create extended family food with 2 coins, or I don't know what it is, but then create something very much big, or prepare something really really large for the family. If that was their assumption of getting a good wife or marrying somebody, people who are still alive now, I don't know how would they be coping. Trust me, your wife will still be stuck at that mentality, because what kind of backward thinking do you even have to create that kind of artificial struggle? This is somebody that you want to spend your life with, and you are testing her based on, I don't know if I'm just the only one, but if you have comments, I think you should leave a comment. If you have another way you see this conversation, please leave a comment for me in the comment section. I would like to see that, okay, because we learn every day. Or personally, to me, that doesn't make any sense. My mic is working. Amongst all the things in this world that you see, is to test a woman with 2,000 naira to see if she can cook soup and stew for you. Trust me, poverty doesn't really, reveal someone's character as much as wealth does. So if you really want to test this person, and trust me, you have the potential to, I think you should even test them with more money. Yeah. I know my gender, they will say, talk am. They say, tell them. Yes, I'm telling you, if you really want to, understand someone's true character with money, I think you should give them more money. That's when you see that some girls they don't even love you. Oh yes. That is when you see that some of them, they are just there to just get what they can get at the meantime. Just take and block you out of their life. I think I should focus on my under eyes right now before we continue this conversation. So the actual test we should be doing is to see if she can manage your money, to see if she can multiply your money by giving her more money. If she squanders that money you give to her on wigs, shoes, without investing in herself, without maybe building a business for herself, without starting something, or making something meaningful out of that money, then you know that, oh, this is what I'm getting myself into. Then it's up to you to decide if, do I do this, do I leave, do I stay, do I teach her, does she even have same financial values as you have, is she intimidated by your success? Because it's not just men that are intimidated by people's success. So can she multiply your money? Does she have something going on for herself, even with the little you've established her with? Can she handle growth? Is she intimidated by your growth? There's just a whole lot to look at. There's a whole lot. I'm thinking about it right now. It really annoys me to see that people actually do this. And again, I saw somebody on TikTok. I saw a preacher on TikTok just recently. I'll try and look for the clip. I don't think I saved it, but I'll try and look for the clip to see if I saved something like that, to see if I can get it and attach it to this video. The man was saying, why, that was when it dawned on me that I really have to, talk about this thing, because people actually do this. So people actually go through this testing you if you can manage poverty. God forbid, oh God forbid, bro. So with money, you get to see her character, you get to see her behavior, you even get to see if she has a scarcity mindset. Does she add value to your life? Does she even have a long-term vision? The list is endless. So personally for me, people who do those kind of things, I feel like they're not educated. Guys who do that, I don't think they are educated enough to know, to understand. So I'm just going to set my under eyes. So aside being spenders, some girls do not really understand, do not really know how to, manage wealth. So you want to test them on that. All they just want to do is to collect your money and run away. Some girls cannot add value to your life. Those are the people that you get into a relationship with, and they start depreciating you, their mindset, their mentality, everything, about you start going down. There are people you will be with and you'll be challenged to even take the risk of life, to take risks, to start businesses, to do things. So it all boils down to what you really want. I think if that's what you really want, I pray no guy on this channel, is like that. Honestly, I really pray that no guy has that dirty mentality, that dirty mindset. I would really call it dirty at this point because it disgusts me to see that girls, my gender, are going through this. And I know some ladies, they'll be like, yes, tell them, Biko. Please, nobody should go and say Peculiar said that XYZ thing, I should bill you. Please, I don't think don't use it as an avenue to, extort money if you know that this person has. But I think you should just basically observe. Okay, observe, and if this person has and yet still does you like that, you'll be like, okay, do you really like me? Because why will you allow me suffer? This is not to say you should test any guy. If you know you have a guy who is really, trying, genuinely, he's trying his best, even if he doesn't have so much, but he tries to make sure that you don't lack the basic things of life. He goes out of his way for you. I don't think you should go and do this. Don't go and bring out your foolishness, so please. Please, don't say because I want to check if he's I don't even know the word to call them right now. But yes. So I want to focus on my makeup for now, so that I get to finish fast. So do not use this as an avenue to, extort money from your partner. If you know he's genuinely trying, please don't do that, okay? I'm not saying you should go and do this, okay? I'm not saying you should, put it on him that he's not doing so much for you. He's not giving you enough. Please, no, don't do that. I expect us to be better, to understand better on this channel. I'm rushing so bad, and I hope this makeup turns out really well. Really, really well. Okay, so I'm just going to dab this in to blend. I feel like this place is not blended. It's not properly blended. Yeah, I feel like this place is not properly blended. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead to apply, this, my contour. It's contour now. Yeah, I'm just going to apply this. I usually go in with this darker shade and this. So, oopsie, look for my body. I haven't really, applied my blush. Should I even add blush to this look? I think I should, though. Basically, I feel like I've passed that stage. I would really love to get, the wet contour, because I feel like this one just, probably, is it this brush? Maybe it's this brush. This brush doesn't really, blend it. It's kind of like blends it into my cheek. I don't know if you can see this coloration here. I don't like this coloration. So I feel like it kind of like blends it into my cheek. And it's supposed to be here, like here. Or should I do it this way? Maybe I should. Maybe that way kind of like just controls where it stays, other than coming down, the excess is touching other part of my face. But yeah, basically, then I'm gonna go ahead to apply this on my forehead. Apply just a little on my forehead. I want it to blend completely with my skin. Then I'm gonna just use the excess to brush up this my jaw area. into my neck. I think I want to apply. Okay, so I'm just going to take this and maybe this to just for this. Nothing really serious, to just apply it down here. I think I want it to be a bit brighter. So let's do it here. I want it to be a bit brighter. And it would go into. My problem now with most of my makeup most times is that I don't know. I don't like these harsh lines I'm seeing here. I want everything to blend, to be seamless. But then it's not working. Maybe I'm just going to leave it like that, honestly. But most times I usually have that struggle as a thing during my makeups. I'm gonna go ahead to line my brow and make like a little part of it. I feel like it's too. I'm going to quickly just finish up my makeup and come back to you guys, okay? I don't want to. I have to focus. So I'm using this and this for my eyebrow. I want it to be as natural as possible. I use this darker shade to sculpt out my nose. Okay, so I want to go ahead to apply blush, a little bit of blush. You guys, this is my eyeshadow palette. She's due for a change. I think one of the reasons why I haven't changed it is because I haven't seen the need to change it. Maybe that's why. It's not yet kind of like a priority. I would say that honestly. Because if it is, I would have changed this thing since. Because if it's a priority, I would have changed it. And number two, I don't just think about eyeshadow. I think because I don't use eyeshadow palettes. See, now I wanted to do my brow. I had to use this because I really like something really natural. I really like this natural look. So eyeshadow is really not like a thing. I don't know. Maybe that's why, but I'll try my best. I'll try my best to make sure that I change it. Okay, I think this red is enough. This blush is enough. So I'm basically, the only thing I'm doing is to use my eyeshadow as my blush. That's just the only thing. The only good this eyeshadow is to me. I think I want the red to be more. Blend it up into here. Okay, what I want. Okay, so I want to go ahead to fix my lashes. Yes, blend it now. Perfect. I think I'll use the excess to just highlight under my nose and give my brows a bit of red vibes. A bit. Okay, I think this is what I want. Looking natural, right? Yep. My makeup came out looking amazing, beautiful as always. My hair, everything on point, guys. So that is that for this video, and I know the guys are going to probably come after me and say, oh, I don't know, whatever it is, but yes, whatever it is, please leave a thought for me down in the comment section. I want to know your thoughts about this. I want to know your thoughts down below. What do you think? And to the ladies, let's open up the conversation. I want to hear from you. What do you think about this? What is it called? Should I say broke or struggle relationship standard or what. I know ladies are going to say, oh, somebody has finally spoken my mind. Okay, besides somebody really, speaking up your mind, speaking your mind, I really just feel like you don't really know somebody fully until you give them options. So you give them the options of money. Again, I mean, you give them the options of money and all of that, but then, to be very, very honest, people really change when money is added to their life. So it's, you get to know somebody more, okay, when they have something, when they have money, when they have power, once they have that in their hands. Yes, you actually know the true character, their behaviors, their character, their values, who they prioritize and all of those good stuff. So, and I think that is something you want to know for whoever you're dating, your partner. So my dear, give them money, give that girl money, give her 50 million naira. Give her 5 million naira, but test her with money, okay? Don't test her being broke with 2 cups of rice. God forbid, okay? Don't test her with being broke. Don't test her with money. And money will really, reveal a lot that you need to know as compared to poverty. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys in this video. If you found this video helpful in one way or the other, yes, please like by actually liking it, subscribe down below, turn on post notification bell so you get updated whenever I come online. Leave a comment. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your everything. Leave a comment for me down in the comment section, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Until then, do not forget to stay blessed and stay fabulous. Bye.